Well, welcome to the Friday night hangout. This is where we meet and talk about everything stunt. Mondays and Friday nights. Uh, Let me see here. Got to make sure it's all working. Uh, my videos. And get out of this. And live. All right, we're up and running. Let's go to the dashboard. 4870. 130 away from 5,000. That's a pretty big milestone. I use an X-Acto spoke shave to rough out the shape before. Let's see. Let's go to comments. Where the heck is that? Community. Recent activity. Rejoin. Mark Lauerman, rejoin. So we had a few clicks there. Okay, let's see. Content. Don't know how to get to it. Dashboard.
The guy is electric. Whatever.
All right. There's somebody. Hey, it's Steve Smith.
How's it going, Mr. Harley Mechanic Man? I heard you got a job.
Yeah, went back to work.
Are you down there at that CNS
Yeah,
place? I was talking to Steve about it, trying to see which one it is. How do you like it?
it's all right.
I got two jobs since I talked to you last.
Yeah.
I got hired back in what had been the end of January, maybe first part of August. A friend of mine got me in on a union job at Boeing. And then right before my start date, they went on strike.
Well,
And
doing what?
I was gonna troubleshoot as far as I understood, I was going to troubleshoot the JDAM guidance system.
And you know about this stuff?
Well, basic electronic stuff. There's some training involved in the specifics of that, but yeah, I had a number of those kind of things on my resume. But in the meantime, I just actually accepted an offer today to work in so my title is supplier program manager. So it's a supply chain job effectively, but a supply chain job that you have to have a technical degree for, either an engineering or an IT degree. And I'm going to be managing suppliers that I guess they call it let's see, it's called full size determinate assembly. It's
For
basically
what?
they come up with ways to build items without second and third operations. Like a wing skin. They used to make a wing skin, and then the second operation is put it in a different fixture for some pilot holes, and then they put it, that they've come up with a way to do it all in one shot. Faster, cheaper, less people, I guess.
Aircraft is your trade?
Pardon me?
What is your trade?
Well,
What?
my degree's in cybersecurity.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But I mean, my that I've got that degree a little bit later in life. I've got um I think the core competency of this is like an account management, program management. I spent years managing big accounts at AT&T, the relationship between Centene or Build a Bear Workshop, or I had Scott Trade. You've got a lot of, balls in the air that you're juggling, and a number of people interacting on various levels between the companies, and you're kind of the quarterback of that. So I don't know. And I guess the fact that I've got some, even though it was kind of hobby level stuff, the fact that I knew something about machine shop activity, um, that I guess that comes in handy because that's how a lot of that stuff gets made. So, but anyway, so I've been kind of busy for interview. It's a long ass process to by the time you have to know somebody. I had a friend who helps me get both these jobs with somebody that worked there who kind of recommended me, and that's really what it takes anymore. Gary, I see you're hiding behind I gotta close this out. How you doing, Gary?
You're good.
Where
Good
you
to see you
been?
back.
I've been looking for you for months now.
Mhm.
You're never around anymore.
Did Bob Hunt get a hold of you?
Yeah, we talk, I don't know, every few weeks.
He wants his line wrapper back.
No, he's got it now. I think I actually got there today.
Okay.
He told me about, I guess he had 5 new twins he's working on and a bunch of other stuff. We talk about guitars and motorcycles and all kinds of other crap as well. I have a 2001 Sportster in my basement right now in 100 pieces.
Yeah.
Belongs to a friend. I've worked on lots of motorcycles, but never a Harley Davidson before, so there's some unique things about them I've had to learn, but it belongs to a friend of mine, and it was one of those things where, oh yeah, it just started running funny. I think it needs a new petcock, but it's been sitting outside for 8 years. So anything made of rubber, it needs that. And anything that could corrode with crappy fuel, it needs that. And it's been a giant project, but it's been kind of fun.
Well, I'm back doing the same thing I've known for the last 40 years. So ain't not. I mean, it's just now coming back to me because I had a 10-year layoff from motorcycle
Hmm.
working in Ohio.
Is there one era of Harley Davidsons that you're specialized in, or did you just all of them?
I can do anything from a knucklehead all the way up to the M8.
Guess this
Whatever.
is what they call the Evo engine in it.
Evo was 2 generations ago.
Yeah. 4 camshafts. It's kind of an odd arrangement.
That's a Sportster.
Right. It's a 1200 Sportster, 2001.
Yeah, ain't nothing to them. Just think Briggs and Stratton.
Yeah, kind of. Kind of.
Pretty simple. To be a line technician like I am, working flat rate, you have to know the tricks on how to do shit fast
Right.
to make any money.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's the opposite of me. I'm one of those people that if I buy the factory service manual, I can figure anything out, but I usually think twice before I do anything because I don't know the tricks.
Well, that only comes with years of experience.
Probably got to tear some stuff up every once in a while too to learn that.
Back when I started, everybody had to be a machinist because you know a, a, a top end would last 10,000 miles. You'd have to learn how to bore it and how to put in valve guides and how to cut seats and how to make guides, oversized guides and just
Hmm.
all kind of crap. But anymore, that's there's not much machine work left. You just get another part and put in it.
Yeah, part swapping. Does this give you any inkling to ride again, or you think you're done with that forever?
I think I'm going to get another motorcycle.
Cool. I never was interested in the Harley stuff, but working on this one, I kind of think I'd like to try and find like an old FXR.
No, that what you're working on there is known as fishing equipment. We use them as boat anchors. That's only half a Harley. I mean, you got to have. I mean, in my opinion, if you're going to ride something, ride an FL or FX or something 1200 cc's and up.
Well, this is a 1200 Sportster.
Yeah, but see, it's unit construction. The transmission and the engine case are all one.
I mean, that's how most motorcycles are, actually. Kind of.
Not Harley Davidson.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, FXR, that's the thing I think I'd like, but they're hard to find now.
Not really. All it takes is cash money.
Well, I suppose, yeah, at any if you're willing to pay any price, you could find one, but I usually like to
You're on that face nose. Go ahead and get one of them bikes. There's cheap as $4 grand on there.
maybe if you find one. I
All you
have,
gotta do is look at Facebook Marketplace, Harley Davidson.
yep.
I tried to get an account for Facebook and they would not let me get it.
What?
They said that there was suspicious activity coming from my computer. And then they put me through that shit, facial recognition and all that crap. I'm pissed.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't. Maybe because I signed up before it was that strict. You know, I got a fake name and my birth date is January 1st, 1901. Who probably not many people alive that were born in 1901 anymore, you think? But
Nah,
I've never had any question about it. That sucks if it. I know I tried to get on LinkedIn. Have you heard of that?
yeah.
It's kind of like, Facebook for job hunters. And I had something like that happen. I started making my profile, and when I came back the next day to log in and, was going to do some more work to it, I got your account has been locked due to suspicious activity. Please upload a image of your driver. Like, I'm not sending you my driver's license. You can, I'll just be done with LinkedIn. So say hi.
Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kit, 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 kit.
This is Tallulah. Look right there. You're famous. Say hi. Anyway, the only downside is, traffic. I haven't had to deal with that in a long time. And I happened to the interview when I had my interview, I left the place right about the time I'd be leaving work around 4 o'clock or whatever, and it was almost an hour in traffic to get home.
Yeah, I'm 17 minutes out.
I figured it'd take you a little longer than that because I MapQuested that place just today when I talked to Steve Smith today. Um, and I was like, how far away is that? And it was like 16 minutes from here.
Takes me 17 minutes. It's 17 miles.
Which way do you take?
55 south. Everybody's going the other way. They're
Yeah, there
jamming.
shouldn't be no traffic. I used to
Yeah,
have when I was at AT&T, I had a customer for a while that was down there, that big lead place called Doe Run.
yeah.
Yeah, you probably go past there, don't you, on your way
I
in?
don't know.
Yep.
This is my third week there, and I'm just starting to get used to it again. My rhythm is coming back. Today, I could tell that it was coming back.
So did you have to transport all your tools down there, I guess, or
I didn't take them all down there. I kind of built a secondary box down there. I'm gonna sell this one blue snap-on rollaway I got.
it never really was a hardcore enough to buy snap-on stuff. There used to be a Craftsman store by my house, and I used to buy that back in the day because it was good enough, and if you screwed it up, you could go get new shit for free. They'd give you a replacement. I had to buy. I have a newer motorcycle. I have that Suzuki V-Strom, that little 650 V-Strom. Um, that's actually for sale on consignment down there at Twin City, that Honda Suzuki shop down there in Festus. Uh,
Don't know it.
and I've got a BMW GS now. The last year that it was air and oil cooled, but that thing's got a lot of the fasteners are Torx, and a lot of the nuts are Torx. I'd never even seen Torx before. Uh, so I had to get some of those sockets to work on the thing, and I found this company called Tecton,
Yeah,
and bought some stuff from them to try. It's not there's no store to get your replacement parts at, but it seems like it's probably comparable to Craftsman, and just for as often as
The tools that are comparable to Snap-on are Bonnie and oh shit, I just had it on the tip of my tongue. What I think it's Williams. Yeah, Williams and Bonnie. And they sell a lot to aircraft people.
so the old, like, didn't it used to be something like Mac tool and
You don't want that. That's Stanley Tool Corporation. That's
okay.
made in China.
I saw a video on YouTube. It was I couldn't believe it, but somebody was trying to say they were comparing something from Harbor Freight to Snap-on, like Icon.
Icon.
Is that
They are good.
really?
Yep.
Okay. Huh.
You want to see a side-by-side comparison? Go to Project Farm on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I watched that guy. You know he's in Missouri,
Yeah,
like I think out towards Kansas City, isn't he?
uh, somewhere over there.
Yeah. How are you, Ed? Haven't seen you guys in a while.
I had surviving barely. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. I heard Bob Hunt told me a neat story about getting to fly for Chuck Yeager's widow at one of your events.
Yep, he sure did.
He's
And
That sounded like a really neat story.
yeah, that was a lot of fun. And and I'm glad he got to fly off of the artificial turf because
He
he
seemed
really
good
liked
about
it and
that.
stuff. So if we do anything in the future, I know that wouldn't be an issue.
Huh.
And I had the sports complex a meeting with them actually yesterday in regards to some stuff that we're trying to do for next year. So we'll see if it develops, but they want to try to get it as big as possible and add other functions at the same time. So you have a good crowd traffic and stuff. So we'll see.
Nice. Who are you guys expecting to be in town for the contest, Sparky?
Who do I expect?
Yeah, who do you think? Is Joe coming?
Yeah, Joe Gilbert's coming. Other than that, I don't know. I think Alan Goff is coming, but he's going to fly scale.
What about those guys from Chicago? Trying to think who that
The
was.
Vandersmiths, I don't know. I kind of doubt it.
Dan Banjock?
No, he's too far.
Or no, who is it? I get him confused with somebody else.
I think the big guy
I
might
forget who
come
it is
from
now.
Iowa. I can't remember his name. Him
Okay.
and his dad
Haynes,
fly stilettos.
Jared and Gary Hayes or Haynes or
That's
whatever.
it. Yeah, they'll probably come.
Larry Fruits.
I don't know. Maybe.
I think he was here the last time I came out to watch.
He's getting old too. Everybody's getting old and tired.
And sore.
My sister called me today and told me my brother had a heart attack. So I called him up and yeah, he spent 4 days in intensive care. Younger than I am.
Jeez, sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Gary, did you go to Brodak?
No,
Take it there? No.
didn't get there.
I've seen him there before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got to talk to Sparky.
I've seen Ed too before. Brodak.
Yep.
Yeah,
Whatever ended up happening with Oki Air, I noticed their website's gone, and I thought Steve said he thought somebody was buying it.
Yeah, he sold it to somebody.
But they're not doing anything with it.
You gotta email him.
Mike Lonke. I'm glad he's here. It'd be good to say hi to him. How's it going, Mr. Lonke?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Good.
Evening.
Good. Good.
What's new?
Nothing. Same shit, different day.
Roswell Air Races.
Roswell Air Races. Okay.
Yeah, I should be there, but I'm not.
You know,
Right on. Well, I'm just puttering away again. Got some stuff to work on, so I'll be here. I'm gonna mute out because I'll be making noise, but I'm here. If anybody needs me, just holler. I'm listening.
I never been to an air race. I'd like to go one time.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to be on a Formula One team, and that in fact, my buddy is qualified so far, second place to be on the front row
What
and
airplane
stuff.
is this? Which airplane?
He's got shoestring, no strings attached. Number 70, 60, 79. And Justin Phillipson. And then he
Okay.
also has a sleeper. I think it's number 81 or 82 in the race.
I'm sure that's probably a pretty cheap thing to participate in, isn't it?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
it's
Air
it's not
racing?
bad. It's not bad. You know, I mean, 15, 20,000 and you've got a race plane.
Um,
And
just in terms of like watching people make things on the internet, years ago, I found is it Bob Arnold? Who's the guy who designed it's not Bob Arnold. What's his name now? He designed a really a low drag, moldless composite airplane in the 90s and set some kind of a speed record. And then I think it was called an AR-5 maybe. And then he ended up making a new version of it that was I don't know the classifications for air racing. But I thought
that sounds like sport class.
it's somebody Arnold. Let me go look. I'll be back. But
Yeah.
anyway, one of the videos is about how he designed the fuselage for this particular back when it was still Reno stuff.
Yeah.
And the airplane still flies to this day, I think.
but I got on the big screen now.
And I had a build sheet for this.
Mike Arnold.
Huh.
The
Wonder what
airplane
happened
was
to that.
called the AR-5. Have you guys never heard of that guy?
Yeah, I think I've seen video of him.
Yeah, his family. He used to sell the videos, but I guess he learned what he learned working for Burt Rutan at a glider repair place back in the day. His
Here we go.
composite skills.
The owner of the shoestring, the original owner was George Cook, and he lived at Knoll Ridge Drive in Austin, Travis County, Texas. I have all, when I did the scale thing, I researched
Mm-hmm.
that shoestring.
Yeah. Well, Justin's aircraft has got a pretty modified fuselage and it's composite and stuff. But boy, they really wind up those Continental 0200s, let me tell you. And he's getting right at, I think, getting close to 250 mile an hour on a
Can I
Cessna
share-
150 engine.
Can I share the screen real quick, Sparky?
Yeah, sure.
But that AR does ring a bell.
Yeah, I'm just going to show you a picture of see if you recognize at least what class
What the
this
hell, where's
airplane is.
my mouse? Maybe not. Right here. There we go. Okay.
That's the AR. He called it the AR-6 when he designed that.
Oh, okay. Yep. Oh, and actually that is the Formula One class.
Okay. There's an awesome video about how he makes the mold plug for that thing. It's an hour or so long by hand, and I want to say by eye. I mean, he's developed no computer modeling or anything. He's developed ways to draw the lofting and stations, and he carves it all out of a big block of foam, and then he fiberglasses it and finishes it, and it ends up being the plug, and then some other company makes high zoot molds off of it, and then they make the fuselage now. But
Wow. A buddy of mine that's also on the team, he's doing his own called Impulse. Red Jensen. He used to work for NASA.
I'm in his Facebook page or group. I watch his composites.
Oh yeah, Red's a good guy.
Yeah.
But he's getting Impulse. He's getting pretty close. Several months ago, he was laying up the main spar laminates and stuff.
That's
So
expensive when you get that wrong. The quantities of material they use, thousands of, oops, that was a dud. There's $3,000 I just lit on fire.
yeah,
Sparky, you got a
Yeah.
super chat of $20
Oh,
from
great.
Stilito 660, eh?
Hey, thank you very much. I'm glad you're watching it because I can't see it. I got to do all kind of gyrations to see it.
So what are you building now, Sparky?
I got a bunch of airplanes going. So this one here is a Tempest. It's on the bench, and I got another Viper. I haven't been doing much in the last couple of weeks. I've just been too tired.
So what came after you finished the Carumba? I think that's what when I kind of dropped out, you were finishing the Carumba.
A Vortex.
I don't remember that one.
It's a yellow airplane. It's the worst airplane I've ever built.
Is that the one that you started that was lost foam?
Yeah, it's lost foam.
Yeah, well, that's what the Carumba was, a foam core, right?
Right.
And then, yeah, I do remember you starting that Vortex, I guess then. So it's the worst airplane you've ever built.
Yep.
Should give it to Gary. No, kidding.
I'm going to give it to Joe Gilbert and have him take it back to Tulsa and see what he can do with it.
Huh, what's its main flaw?
Everything.
Just
I
doesn't.
don't know how to explain it. It's junk.
Okay.
It's too bad too, because it's a good looking airplane.
yep.
I've made a miscalculation somewhere. I don't know where it is.
Hmm.
And I just don't have the time to look for it. If you watch The Man in His Museum, Billy will say, "It happens once in a while. I built a few along the way." Dogs, it's just
Right.
terrible.
Hmm.
I don't know what's wrong with it.
I saw some videos pop up of Joe Daly building a shark. Are those actual Yatsenko molds he's using, or did he?
Yeah, the old version.
Oh, okay.
The wings. He doesn't have a fuselage mold. He just has wing mold.
Okay.
You been watching Danny Winship build different stuff?
I haven't
Yep.
seen him pop on here and there. What did he ever finish that airplane that was in the AMA magazine?
No. No. You'll see that in about 10 years.
Can't get over them guys that start airplanes and never finish them. I mean, it drives me crazy.
I think he's got one airplane back there that I was after him. It's finally in primer. I think he's been working on it 20 years.
I was
from
kind
the
of,
'90s anyway.
I was making fun of myself with that comment, actually.
Yeah, I think you got a ringmaster that's still not the quick build ringmaster that takes
No,
20 hours to build.
this wasn't a quick build. This was a set of plans, and I got a few pieces pre-cut from Pat Johnston, but it was for the most part there was a lot of me cutting on that thing too. It wasn't a quick build. Maybe you're thinking like of the one from Tom Dixon.
Yeah, is it a foam core?
No, it's built up.
Oh, S1 ringmaster?
No, it's a 576.
Oh, okay.
And then I have three Skyrays there. I could probably get those finished before I get that Ringmaster finished. Those are fast. And those are completely scratch built. I even made it like a little fixture to cut the ribs out and a special jig to build the wings on wing rods, and I'll have those done before anything. I'll get them done sooner or later. It's
I have
undeniable.
2 more contests that I'm going to fly this June RXL in. Our contest and Tulsa. And then when it gets back from Tulsa, I'm going to cut the bottom off of it and strip it and put a new bottom and refinish it again.
Is the bottom gets oil soaked, or what is it that makes you want to cut it off?
It's too breasty. It's too wide in the back. Just
Dated
it
a girl
doesn't.
like that.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not very appealing look to me.
Now hers was a pretty appealing look to me. That's why I dated her.
Yeah,
Wide in the back.
I guess you like Sir Mix-a-Lot.
I can remember that song. That was back when rap music was cool.
Yeah.
One of the groups I interviewed with at Boeing was the Phantom Works, and it was kind of weird because they can't tell you what you're going to do. You know, like who knows what they're working on in there now. But I think I'm going to be affiliated with that T7 trainer, that Red Hawk. It's kind of a good looking little airplane. I don't know if you guys have saw that thing. It still looks like an airplane with a tail. Most all the new stuff doesn't have a tail anymore.
Well, I'm too old to change careers, so I don't think I'll be going to Boeing. I do regret not getting my ANP license out of the Navy. Bad mistake.
Yeah.
Because I could have just basically took the test right out of the Navy and passed at that time.
Yep.
And
Depending on the year, they got to where then they went according to your specialty code, and then according to your code would only account for so much if you didn't have documentation otherwise.
well, I was in airframes, tin bender, that's what that I was trained in. How
Yeah.
to fabricate parts, but ended up being a corrosion control specialist, painter of gray.
Yeah.
Navy
See,
corrosion control is very important. I mean, aboard that ship, you can have a perfect piece of aluminum and send it out on a flight, and when it gets back, it's corroded. It's ridiculous. It's
yep.
unreal.
Sounds like the mag rims on that Sportster. Oh my God. They look like they're made of chalk.
Well, they shouldn't. It's chrome wheels. They didn't, or are they aluminum wheels?
They're aluminum mag wheels. They're not spoke wheels. I guess they were painted black and then the edges must have been machined off or something. At one point in time, they looked like they had brushed or machined aluminum look to them, but that's all went chalky, like an old true turn spinner.
Need to take it to the sandblaster, have them take the bearings out of them, have them sandblasted, have them powder coated, then take a file and clean up the high spots, the edges, and then clear coat them with urethane.
I'll let this, my job is so that it makes noise and goes and turns and stops. If he wants it to be pretty, that's going to be his problem.
Hey, I can show you a progress on the closest thing that I'll be able to take to Reno.
That's
You want to
it.
make me bigger? I got some progress.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, I got to do the wingtips over here. I can't just lay it down with the Windex. Windex? Yeah, Windex
Yeah,
and stuff. But
keep gunning.
so far so good. I like how the stuff goes on. And then I got to figure out about the black pinstripes. I got to go here about a 16th. I got two choices that I know of.
AutoZone automotive pinstripe. That's it.
I've got this, or I got the cutter from Great Plains to cut the black monocoat to the size I wanted and put it on with the Windex.
I would put it on the sticky back stuff. Are you going to clear that after you get it done?
Good question. I have no idea. I was wondering about that because of all the lines and stuff.
To seal it, because that stuff, it don't stick. You get it out in the sun and it'll start lifting.
Yeah. So, Sparky, as you see it, no gear in, it's electric. And the vertical has to go on. What do you think this weighs as is right now? Or what should it weigh as is right now?
It looks to be about 45 ounces.
Because right now it's 1 pound, 14 ounces.
So that's 16. Yeah, you're in good shape.
Okay, good. So, and that's basically using a lot of the Brodak wood that was in it and stuff.
Kind of hard to judge weight through the screen, but
yeah.
Well, it's 40 ounces. I mean, it ought to be good.
Well, we still got to put the power system in.
how much does it weigh?
I couldn't tell you. I would have to get it out.
Yeah, put all that stuff in a bucket and see what it weighs, and then add it to the airplane. That'll tell you where you end up.
Yeah.
And if you want to add clear, pick a target weight and say, well, I've got 55 ounces here and I want to be at 60. Only add 5 ounces of clear. When you get there, stop.
Yeah, and if I remember right, this is 555 square.
Well, the guy to ask is sitting right there, Bob Hunt. He'd know.
What's that?
What's a good weight for that airplane?
What airplane we talk?
For my Brodak Corsair.
Oh, I don't know. Is that a stunt ship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what's
It'll
the
be electric.
555 squares?
Yeah.
What kind of power?
Well, it's electric. I don't remember what all the stuff is. It's whatever Dennis Adamis and calculated.
I don't know. Could you get it in the mid 40s with the battery on board?
Probably not, because right now I'm at 1 pound, 14 ounces as is.
That is 40 ounces.
Yeah, that's 30.
It's going to be a little heavy.
That's 30 right there.
Yeah,
Right now
yeah.
I'm at 30 ounces.
30, so the battery's going to be 8 ounces. Motor's going to be 5 or 6.
It's
Anyway.
going to be tight. It's going to be tight. Well, ask Dennis how his flies. I mean, he's got one.
He had to abort the other day when he was going for a test flight.
Huh.
So he was hoping to do it this weekend. And hey, Bob, I left you a voicemail and that. So
I check my voicemails, so
okay, and
Should
that
send him a
I
text.
just
I love that.
I don't like you fund me, so I got a money order, and I need to know exact
Oh.
name that I should put on the money order.
all right, let me, and you want to know where to send it, right?
Well, I've got the address that you put in the original message.
The Ponytails Farms.
Yeah,
Ponytails.
but I didn't know whether it should be the Farns or whether it would be her name.
No, it's a 501(c)(3). We're trying to save the horses and the farm for them, so it would be Ponytails Farm.
Okay,
Tales.
yeah, I was looking at the website. Okay, I would have
How's
mailed it,
Billy
but I
doing?
wanted to verify that.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Okay.
How's Billy doing, Bob? Any improvement?
I talked to him yesterday. He sounds holding his own, I guess. He's okay. But he's still doing dialysis 3 days a week, and that's
Oh yeah.
tough.
Oh yeah. It's
He's
hard
not
on
gonna
anybody.
he's not gonna be able to work anymore or fly anymore for sure. So
Yeah.
it's a shame.
It is a
A long
shame.
run though. Parts of 7 decades. Flying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he earned his nickname.
Yeah, he sure did. The man. Yeah.
Hmm.
Anybody want to buy any guitar strings? I got a glut of guitar strings.
I could use some. I'm missing them these days. I don't know where they all went.
Yeah. Yeah. Told you not to send any more.
Well, that was too late. They were already in the box by then.
Oh, okay.
You also told me to send that back months ago too. See, I didn't follow those orders.
Well, I didn't need it till now. I didn't use it today either. So,
But thank God it's there now, right?
yeah, I can wrap some lines here in the next week or so.
You use those non-coated strings. You probably wear them out in a week when you play a lot, don't you?
Yeah, no, they last. Tell you the truth, I'm getting lazy. I'm changing about once a month now.
Oh, okay.
Because I have 3 different guitars, 3 different acoustics, and of course the electric. So that's a lot of string changing.
Maybe you should hire a guitar tech.
Yeah. Maybe I should just sell a couple of guitars.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Never sell your toys.
anybody coming to the North Beast? No.
No, I'm not able to go anywhere right yet. But the good news is they finally did a view of my shoulder and gave me a shot in it, and I can use it a little bit now. So we're moving in the right direction at least. So hopefully we'll be able to fly some before long. I'm going out in the morning and go around in circles, but I've got a motor that's not broke in, and I've run it on the test stand until I'm just tired of running it on the test stand. So I'm gonna put it in the plane and go fly it around in circles a little bit. So 32 is going in a humbug, and go out and fly it a little bit and just have some fun. I'm not gonna try any patterns because last time I did that, I destroyed a good airplane.
I got a little humbug based airplane too. That's one of the things I need lines for. I'm going to wrap lines for O12s for it.
Yeah.
It's based on a humbug.
Mm-hmm. You got some interesting stuff. There was one at the East Coast Golden Oldies last weekend. It was a profile that had the post going back like a humbug.
That's kind of what I have. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing.
But I don't know what it was. I don't know what the plane is, but the AMA number on it was like 3 digits. So somebody probably knows what they're doing. It may be an actual oldie that I don't know anything about. But I thought it was kind of cool for their decorate whatever for their front page to show off the contest, they used a picture of Charlie Reeves holding one of his airplanes. I can't remember the name of that
Huh.
twin boom thing. He flew at VSC for so many years.
Who was
All right,
that?
here's a picture. Charlie Reeves. Here's a pic.
Oh.
If you can see that picture, that's the plane, that
Oh,
yellow
yeah,
plane.
that's a yo-yo. That's a yo-yo.
Yeah, you go. Okay. Yeah, Charlie's on the cover of the paperwork for that, flying the yo-yo. I mean, holding the yo-yo, and Charlie's not doing real well right now. So
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah, me too. But anyway,
Speaking of twin
life
booms,
goes
did
on.
John Miller ever make any progress on that push-pull twin he was working on?
I don't think he's done anything more with it. John's gotten into so many things, playing music and doing so many things. I think he's just about overtaxed himself. And he's
The camper tour of America, has he finished up that? He was going to try and get that thing ready and go to some contest. I don't know if he planned that for this season or next. But
I haven't heard any more about that. I hope he makes that, but it's that's a lot harder than it sounds.
oh yeah, life on the road.
We tried that. We tried getting the camper ready, and a friend of mine was going to go do. He goes he was rebuilding or redoing, revamping, however you want to say it, Lowe's stores, and he was living out of a camper and pulling it behind a truck and living out of the camper. And I mean, this was a turtle, a camper that goes up in the back of the pickup truck. And he lived out of that thing for like 2 months. I said, man, you are tougher than I am.
Here's that little humbug thing.
Oh, that's cool. That is cool. I like that.
It flies good too.
Huh.
You know,
Where
that's
you
how.
mount your batteries? Outside?
Yeah, I don't think I have a picture of the battery mount. Maybe I do. Hold on to check it out.
That's just sharp.
Yeah,
They
it's
fly
nice.
well. I
Fun little
just think the humbug needs a little bit more elevator, but a little more time at the handle, it might be fine.
Yeah, here you go. This is
Oh yeah, okay.
quick jury rig little thing just to get fly. It only took me about a week to build it.
Yeah.
It's fun. The 4S 2200. I'm going to actually put a 5S 2200 in it and a little bit more motor, a badass motor instead of the Cobra.
It only has one
Mhm.
motor. What gives?
I got lazy. What can I tell you?
Bob Hunt get lazy. Yeah, right. Okay.
It could happen. Trust me.
Yeah.
This is the other side of it. The
Only thing I hate about profiles is that right there. Everything shows. I tried to get around it and tried to re-engineer it and put a cowl over there and all that stuff. And I finally said, you know what? It's a profile. It's going to show.
exactly. That's what I was just going to say. It's profile airplanes for fun. That's neat. I shortened up all the wires. Got everything
Yeah.
as neat as it can be.
What is that? What ESC is that? Castle?
Yeah, it's Castle.
I think I've got 2 of those.
What did
50
you put on
inch.
the wing? Is there balsa wood covered with
No, it's just foam covered with carbon applied with thin
polyacrylic?
water thin type bond too. And I'll just get another picture of it here and I'll explain it.
I was going to ask you about that the other day, so you don't have to track down the super light balsa sheeting anymore.
Yeah, this is what they call the lost sheeting method. Okay. If you can see in this, it's got basswood spars that are inletted into the foam, top and bottom, full span, go right through the center section. And there's a light ply spar that goes out from the center section in each wing past the landing gear mount. It's about 10 inches out. And then about 2/3 of the way out the wing, I cut a slot and I make a shear web that goes through the foam and contacts to the spar, and then it again contacts at the tip. You can see there's a little like tip out there. And that prevents racking, you know, the movement of opposition. When you're doing an inside loop, the top of the wing's in compression, the bottom's in tensile, and the spars want to clap hands. They want to come together. So if you put in shear webs, it prevents the spars from moving in opposition, or what they call racking. And the things are like girders. They're so rigid, it's almost not believable. They're as rigid as a built-up wing, as a fully sheeted wing for sure. You know.
That is just so neat.
That equal span wing.
Yeah, I think that one is equal span. It was just a quick and dirty little thing for fun, you know. We're developing we were developing a full body version of this too, and I have the wings done. I got a few scrunch done, shells are done, everything's done for it. We wanted to just test fly the configuration, so I built a quick test bed, and you know, it's basically a humbug, you know. Just restyled the fuselage a little bit. Well, works good.
Okay, I got a question for you guys. Craig Knapp says, what do you guys recommend to use for lead out cables on a 1/2 A to 15 size aircraft? I've been looking at some 20-pound stainless cable fishing leader line.
Oh
Yeah,
no, too
more
heavy.
than enough. You know, on a 1/2 A, all you need is like 10,000th wire, you know, just music wire, or you could even use Dacron, or 12,000th or even 8,000th lead out, braided lead out wire, braided wire.
I use fishing line,
Yeah,
the braided fishing line, and it's more than strong enough. It's
sure.
not, that plane's not going to pull 10 pounds.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What do they pull? Maybe 2 pound?
Maybe 2.
I don't think they pull that much. 1/2 A's,
Oh,
maybe
that's what I
15,
say.
15 might, you know, in wind, but not a 1/2 A.
Hmm. No.
I got a bunch of 1/8" solid stainless steel annealed wire. I bought like 25,000 feet of it or something from a local wire rope company. It's the same exact stuff we used in larger diameter on the stunt ships for years. And if anybody wants any, I got plenty of it. So, you know, it's really nice wire to fly on. Solid, you know.
That is a lot of wire, Bob.
Yeah, I got optimistic about how many airplanes I was going to fly in my backyard. We can fly. I can fly a 70-foot circle in the backyard, so 35-foot lines. You know,
Wow, neat.
it's going to take a lot of 1/2 A's to eat up all that wire.
Yeah. I started using this line, that fishing line, and I wasn't sure it would hold up. And I went to this guy's house, and he had, come on, let's go fly out here in the backyard. Over the side of his yard, he's got a ditch, and over in the ditch, there's a set of strings, set of wires. He said, grab one end of those wires, I'll grab the other, and just take that out to the center. And he had everything color coded. His handle went red and blue. His airplane's listed red and blue, and you just hook it up color to color and you're ready to go. We flew for about an hour, and we got through flying. We took the lines and put them back in the ditch. He leaves them out.
Oh my God!
I said, they're going to deteriorate like that. He said, well, that's the idea, but we did pull test it before we started flying. And he said, when they break, I'll figure out how long to worry about them, how long, you know. But my word, they've been out there a year and he still flew on. I said, okay.
That's the epitome of lazy. You don't even wind your lines in.
I'm telling you, he does wipe them down good. I'll give him that. But wow, I mean, Steve is something else, but he but he's determined to test, and he's going to test. He's got a farm out in Wilkes County that he don't have to worry about it. When I tell him, we flew stunt in the backyard and flew sailplane in the backyard in the back field, and then went and got in he said, let's go down to that ice cream shop you like. And I'm sitting there trying to figure out what he's talking about. I said, Steve, the ice cream shop that I like is in Charlotte. That's quite a ways from here. He says, yeah, so what? Went out, he goes out to the barn, opens the barn, and he's got a beaver. Okay. So we flew down to Charlotte, got some ice cream, and came back. Some people just don't have things to worry about like us normal folks.
That system I was showing you using the carbon over the phone, we use that for a lot of things. Here's I've shown this before. That's the test bed twin we built for a smaller setup with the smaller motors, and
that's just carbon over phone.
Carbon over foam, and the flaps have they're a little darker. That's got a double coat of carbon over foam, and they are as stiff as any balsa flap you'll ever see in your life.
Wow.
Yeah.
What did you
Now,
say?
the downside is you can't put a contest finish over it, but for fast prototyping, training airplanes, proof of concept airplanes, just to see how things work, you can knock them out really, really quick. Did that just go big on me?
Yeah.
What did you say the adhesive was?
Just Type Bond 2, thinned out with water.
And you use them back mounted.
What's that?
You back mount them. I front mount everything, but you back mount yours.
Well, that particular one we rear mounted. Most of my stuff is front mounted. We wanted to get the motor as close to the wing as possible. Oh, trying something a little different. So we used a
You can't get it much closer than that.
yeah. And the next one we're actually going to cut into the wing, move it back even closer.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You guys getting serious, Bob.
Well, it's fun to experiment, with these concepts to see if they're, if they're going to work.
Well, that's a good way to do it.
What might work better? You build one and it flies good, and you say, well, the chances that we hit the optimum on the first 2 or 3 iterations is 1 in a trillion. So you just got to keep trying different things. And Dean Papa suggested moving the, shortening the nacelles.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we did. This is a system.
Well, Dean says try it. I think I'd try.
Yeah, and kind of, that's how we mount the nacelles. We glue the airplane to the nacelles, not the nacelles to the airplane.
Yeah. That's pretty slick.
Yeah, it worked out good.
Wow.
And then when you mount the actual airplane to them, I'll show you that too. Right here. Then you'd make datum lines on the foam board that the nacelles are mounted to. And you slide the airplane into the nacelles, measure everything up, get it all leveled, and just glue
it. Gracious.
It's simple. It really is. Works good.
I bet so. I got the gears turning over here. I got to take it easy on this. I got somebody who wants me to help him build something. The more I talk to him, the more I realized help him build equals me build it in my basement, which I have no basement space. I don't know if you can see this, and let alone make out what it is, but
yeah, it's a trailer. It's a little teardrop.
Yeah, I told him, no, I did that once. I built a 55 Benroy that I built for myself. I talked into taking it to Greensboro to the camper show and sold the full thing before I ever got there. Guy pulled me over, got me to pull over and offered me too much money. I ain't doing that again. I've already built one. So if I build a second one and sell it, the state will come down on me for taxes, and I don't have all the paperwork and crap I have to do that as a business. Nope.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
it's
Cash
really,
money. That's what you say, cash money.
yeah.
yeah.
I'm thinking about downsizing my car. I got a van that's getting a little long in the tooth. So I'm thinking about getting like a Subaru Cross Trek or something. And I'm gonna need a trailer to carry airplanes in. So thinking about building something like that or buying something like that.
Mm-hmm. You could do something like it as long as you don't do all the kitchen in the back and all that stuff.
Oh no, I just wanted to carry airplanes and
Yeah.
you know.
I bought a little trailer like what Sparky's got and built a rack in it similar to what you used to have. The one wing's up and the other wing tips down and just
Yeah.
lay it in there. And like you had in your little red van. And that's what I'm going to use to take the contest. I was hoping to go to Triple Tree this week, but I didn't make it.
You know, I bought that trailer at the right time. I think it was $2,800. Now it's probably $5,000.
At
Wow.
least. Yeah, I
Big
got mine.
close trailer, 4x8, really nice.
I cheated. I waited till my brother's business. He decided to retire and sell his business, and that was part of the business. So I bought it from him for a song. It was cheap. It was less than that. And it's still a nice trailer.
Well, you've seen it. Bob hasn't. Mine is pretty nice.
I saw
Well, I've seen your trailer.
trailer out at Brodax.
Oh, you did
Yeah.
see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
Spirit was in it.
Real nice.
I'm
Spirit was in
gonna
the
put a side door in it, but I should have bought those when I thought about doing it. They were under $200. Now they're almost $400.
Yeah, keep going.
This is
If you have them put it in, you're looking at nearly 1,000.
No, I'll do it myself.
that's the kind of
There you
rack
go. That's it.
put in the back of the van.
Yeah.
Carried a lot of airplanes to Tucson that way.
You carried a lot of airplanes, a lot of places that way.
What holds them from going fore and aft?
That grip, you put that foam in there, it grips it, and you put another piece of something in front of the tip inside the car, and it doesn't go anywhere. No matter how hard you hit the brakes. And believe me, we hit the brakes hard a couple of times.
I don't know whether I trust that in my trailer.
Worked all right. When we went out to Tucson with Kenny Armish and Alan Buck, he had a trailer kind of like yours, and we made a little holder for it. See if I can find a picture of that. I don't know. I'll have to look for it.
Because my trailer is pretty light and it doesn't have any shocks. If you go over a speed bump, it throws shit all over the place.
How much does it weigh?
Yeah.
Do you know?
It's under I think it's about 1,200 pounds.
Well, that's pretty good, pretty robust. I want something a little bit lighter than that if I get. Well, of course, you get it too light, you go over bumps, and it really, it jars the airplane if it jumps too much. You got
Well, in wind, it blows it around too.
yeah.
Well, the nice thing about my trailer is it's narrow enough. I don't have to have trailer mirrors on the car. It's inside the body. It's 4 foot by 8 foot is the footprint
That's
of
what
the
mine
floor.
is. That's what mine is. And the best thing about them, they're paid for.
I don't know what they did with the picture of that thing.
What I can't understand is why when you buy a covered trailer and you bring that thing home and you put it in the backyard, everybody you know wants to
Wants to
borrow
buy
that
it.
bloody thing.
Well,
Everybody wants to borrow it.
my neighborhood, everybody wants to buy mine.
Yeah.
They either want to buy the house or buy the trailer.
Yeah. Well, I think my wife would be a lonely lady if we got through a week and somebody didn't come by and want to buy one of the pickup trucks out of the backyard or the trailer or my red truck or something, because I don't drive it as much as I used to. So now that they see it sitting for a day or two at a time, they think, oh, he don't need it anymore. Maybe he'll sell it.
Mm-hmm.
It drive us crazy. I still got to pull the boat, and they don't seem to want to understand that.
I don't know whether I deleted this or not. I'll check here. Message. Yeah, I deleted it already. The guy said, texted me, said, I guess you're busy and you missed my call, but when can I call you? And so I put, wrote the note back, 1/2 past never. And he said, okay. I don't know these people.
Yeah, there's a lot of them like that, Sparky. I can't get it through my head. I don't understand. The insurance thing goes from like October through December or November or something. Anyway, there's a time period that they can put you on the insurance. Why do they call you all year long trying to get you to change your insurance? Oh, Medicare has changed. Da, 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 I don't care. I'm not going to change. I don't want a supplement. Jeez. I don't understand it. I was getting 30 calls a day. No kidding. We counted it many times. At least 30 calls a day. People want me to change my Medicare policy. Finally, that has eased up. I got plumb ugly with one of them. He kept calling me and he called me right back. And I said, no, thank you. I don't want to change. And he called me back and he called me back 4 times. Well, the 4th time I got a little ugly with him. I didn't cuss at him or anything, but I asked him if I were your mother or father, would you aggravate them like this?
Mm.
Because I'm ready to find out who they are and start calling them every time you call me.
Mm.
Because this is getting old. I've said no as many ways as I know how to say it. Do not call me again.
Don't you have call blocking?
Yes, sir. But they've got 5 and 6 numbers and they clone other numbers. Bob, you know how they call and they say your phone will say that it's from Spirit Hill or it's from Waycheck or it's from all these different places, or it's from if they use a name, it's got different. I called myself one night.
That's right. You get a call. I've had that happen. A call from my own number.
Yeah.
Wow. Yike.
I mean, it's getting weird. And right after we had that car crash, Vicky and mine telephones rang at the same time from the same number. We were sitting in the car with both phones on the console, and same number called both of us at the same time. Ambulance chasers. I'm telling you, it has been a weird year.
Don't have to worry.
Very,
about
very
calls
weird
coming
year.
from inside the house. That's when you know you got a problem.
I live in a historical neighborhood,
Yeah.
and they're
And the
trying
bad
to
thing
buy
is,
this
all I
house
got's a
like
cell
crazy.
phone. Lord, it's bad.
Now that we got a new street, I know we're going to get more phone calls.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I ever answered the phone if I don't know who it is ever.
Well, I got call blocker on. If you're not on my list, you don't get through.
Well, I found a new way to do it, and mine goes into effect here shortly. Magic Jack.
Yeah.
Buy you a Magic Jack, $35 a year.
Yeah.
They call your Magic Jack, they call your number, and it goes to the Magic Jack, and then Magic Jack will tell them dial 4. They have a security on their phone. Dial 4 to get through, or dial 6. So it changes every time. But these auto dialers can't do that. So at least if somebody calls you, it's a person. But even that'll aggravate the bejeebers out of you eventually. It's very strange. Well, anyway, Bob, have you done any flying?
Yeah, well, I flew in a contest last week.
How'd you do?
I won.
Good deal.
It was a Daly and Palco. Palco was second by half a point.
Do you have any pictures of that airplane, Bob?
I'm sorry?
Do you have any pictures of that airplane, the one you used in the contest?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
I bet I know which one it was. Same one he used at the Nationals.
No.
You're kidding.
Wasn't. It was
That thing's almost 4 months old. You couldn't expect them to be using that still.
yeah. This one's like
I'm
five.
optimistic.
This one's like five years old. Yeah.
Yeah. That is a great flying airplane, though. Man, that thing looks good and sounds good.
Also won the Concours Award.
Ah, cool deal.
Pretty happy about
So
that.
those aren't retracts, are they?
No, that one doesn't have retracts. This was what was first done. It showed the master air screw props, but now it has badass 10.5s on it.
That was APCs it showed.
Good airplane.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a beautiful flying airplane.
Airplane's good. This
Bob
is
turns a hard corner with it, I'll tell you that.
we got it working a little better even now than we had. This is added edge function here in West Virginia.
Hey, we lost Ed Wask.
Where'd he go? Yeah, that shows the BA props.
Yeah.
That little girl soloed that day,
Yeah.
and she just the little guy that was teaching her to fly just walked out of the circle.
And then she flew a 550-point flight, I heard.
Oh, I don't know about all that, but I couldn't believe he didn't stay out there with her. She was cute as a button. He's just a little bit too young.
Let's see if I can make this work. Hold on a second, see what I can do here. I don't know if I can make this work or not. I'm having a hard time getting back into, there we are.
Wonder where Gordy is tonight.
Huh?
Or iPad. Gordy and iPad are not on tonight.
Has caffeine been around?
Yeah.
Last week, yeah. Earlier this week.
Is that new kid driving yet?
Not yet. Flying as good a patterns as caffeine, though.
Okay.
Huh.
Mm.
Get that to work.
Excuse me. Don't get excited, Jack. I'm all right. Time I burp, my dog gets excited over here. It's okay, buddy. Oh. I think he wants his 15 seconds of fame. Say hello.
Oh.
Say hello. That's my boy. Oh. I went fishing this morning and didn't take him with me. Oh, he was not a happy puppy.
While Bob is
You
looking
talk
at
about
pictures.
crazy things happening to you, and things happening that you just can't figure out why they would happen or how they would happen or anything else. My fishing buddy and I never go over into this one section of the lake. I mean, we just been fishing together 20 years. I've never been over there before. And we decided to go over there this morning just for no reason. Just let's go see what's over there. We go over and I see this guy hanging onto a float and he's sticking his arm out the water, and we got over to him. He just looked like he was just about ready to go under, and grabbed him and pulled him up in the back of the boat, took him over and found his boat, which was still out there circling, making big circles. Anyway, my fishing partner gave him a stern talking to about not wearing a life vest and about not using a kill switch. But I mean, that just, like I say, I have no idea why we were over there. Just something told us, let's go over in this cove, because we never go over there. It's over near Blues Creek is a power lake, and it's over near the intake to the generators.
So did you
So
pull
I
them?
never-
Did you pull them out of the water?
Yeah.
What's the limit on fishermen?
Yeah,
I
thought
don't
you just
know.
gave him a talking to and left him
I don't
in
know.
there.
This one was about 30 some years old and looked like he's about 200 pounds. So I caught me a big one today.
Probably just one is the limit then.
Yeah, I bet so. I hope so.
How you been doing to fishing, Steve? Everything going good?
Well, I've been about off for a month or so. I've been distracted with the whole new job thing. So I had a
What are you
good
doing now?
working at Boeing in just a supply chain job. It's, you
That's
know,
all right. There's no just jobs at Boeing.
it would be it's basically managing a given supplier, and whenever they're going to make a part, I'm involved in babysitting the thing from the time it's prototyped until it's ready to be on the shelf and be used to build whatever they're making out of it.
Hmm.
You said to that at AT&T. From the
Pardon
time
me?
it was drawn until it was prototyped and tested, I had to babysit it. You gonna get in? Get in. Good boy. Hey, it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. It pays
Hmm.
well.
I was trying to envision how the retracts were going to go up into the nacelles. Do you have any pictures of that, Bob?
Yeah, I do. Took me a minute to find them though.
The whole point of that is the vertical CG implication. Is that the point of the retract?
No, it's just cool factor.
Oh,
No,
okay.
a couple of things. Well, yeah, we did it just because we could do it. I mean, when you go to electric, you get a lot of ancillary benefits on the other things you can do. You can run the inboard motor faster than the outboard motor incrementally and exactly. But you can also do retraction. Just plug them in, set the timer, and they go up. They go hopefully go down.
Yeah.
And we
I
found
like
out
that. Hopefully go down.
we found out kind of accidentally with the test bed twin. We built a test bed twin. I'll see if I can find a picture of that. And it was a profile airplane, and we put retracts in it too, just to see how the retracts would work. And the first day we went out, this was Buddy Weeder and I, and we went out the very first day. And I mentioned this here before, and we flew it. And Buddy wanted to retract the gear right away. I said, no, let's get the motors running right first. So over his objection, we flew it a bunch of times and then took it home and I charged the batteries. And when I charged them, um, I put back in 2,400 milliamps into a 4S 4000. It was running both motors, and that was pretty good. And the next day we went out and we retracted the landing gear, and went home and charged batteries. We put 1,800 milliamps in. We used 25% less power with the landing gear up. That's amazing.
That means you
Just
get a lot
flat
smaller
amazing.
battery and get away with it.
Yeah, it's just incredible that we used so little power. So at that point we said, yeah, well, we're going to go ahead and build a real airplane. With the show you a picture of that one in it.
So this one was imaginary then?
What's that?
You said the
Well,
one
yeah, you know what I mean. It was, we built a full
a contest
competition
painting
airplane.
fancy one.
This was the test bed airplane. No,
It does look cool.
And again, done with that carbon over foam thing. That airplane is still flying. It's been the guy I gave it to, Joel Costantino. He's crashed it several times. The wing never broke, and neither did the tail. I don't think so. He's still flying it. The gear still retracts. So that was the test bed airplane, and then the see if I can find pictures of the other one. I'm not sure. I can find it real quick. Gonna go to another drive here. GE object twin. Here we go. Let me see if I can find a picture with the gear up. The gear. I know I got pictures here. They're not in order, unfortunately, so I gotta go.
Well,
How
there
do
you
you find what you need out of all your pictures? Because you've got a absolute bunch of them.
5,000 and something, a picture more than that, actually. 5,000. Okay, here's a picture of the gear. There you go.
What kind of gear is that? I mean, is that
Uh,
something y'all made?
Those are E-flite electric gears, E-flite 1015s. Yeah. And then I got another picture. Shows with the wheel well up, wheel or the cowl on. There you go. Retract right through that keyhole there.
Do you manipulate the landing gear timing independently of the actual flight time, or is it
Yeah,
somehow?
yeah, you do. You can time it to come up whenever you want. So we generally give it 8 to 10 seconds after the motors start running, and so you at least get in the air before it retracts, which is probably a good thing. And then this is what it would look like. Actually, well, okay, there it is. Okay, well, yeah. That's Europe flying.
Pretty airplane.
That was the first competition one I built. And I tried to get a little too cutesy, trying to make it as skinny and tiny as possible. And it was a little difficult to get everything in. We were able to, but the second, and third, and fourth, and fifth one, I made a little bit more room in the fuselage for, for components and stuff.
Like your air exit.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
get a
yeah,
little
that's
too
cool.
cute sometimes, with that stuff.
Have you always,
I've never been known to be one to be shy about making them skinny as I possibly can,
have you always put the motors symmetrically spaced from the fuselage, or have you ever tried them shifted? Or
I haven't. That's interesting that, generally you're looking for aesthetics, and asymmetrical airplanes look a little weird, but asymmetrical airplanes are actually the answer to flying in the circle because, we're flying tangent to the circle. So the Syncos, if you look at those sharks, they're not symmetrical in any way, shape, or form. The fuselages are asymmetrical, the wheel pants are. I mean, they're all designed to stay out at the end of the line, but they hide it well. This is the other one that flies real good.
yeah, that's the one I think I like the best.
Yeah, it's a good airplane. They're both good airplanes now. But the new ones are going to have shorter nacelles, a little bit longer noses, because I'm going to smaller motors. I found out I'm using more motor than I need. And I'm going to use the 23 millimeter motors, where these are the 28s. And I can shorten the nacelles and narrow the nacelles, which makes me feel good. But in doing so, I'm using less, I'm putting in less weighted motors. They only weigh like 3 ounces a piece, and I'm moving them aft closer to the balance point. So I got to move the nose. I got to move the battery forward in the nose. So I got to have to extend the nose out a bit, which I think on this particular airplane would look better anyway. So, as you kind of have to adjust as you go, and it's been an interesting and very fulfilling experiment. And more and more people are trying them now and liking them. So the only downside is to it is it takes a lot of fixturing and templating in order to make the parts that will fit properly and be the templating and fixturing to make the nacelle stanchions that hold them equidistant from each other in the right orientation. It takes some foam technology in order to make the parts to do that. And there's fewer and fewer people with foam technology. And as we were talking on the phone, I think, Steve, about foam wing cutting, it's not that hard to do. And I think each club should maybe take that on as a project to get foam cutters or make a foam cutter and start learning how to cut their own foam wings, because there's so many advantages to not just the making your own foam wings, but to make dummy panels, as I call them, so you can um, take templating out of the dummy panel. In other words, you can measure out from the center of the wing to where the fuselage passes over the wing on the dummy panel and cut that. And now you have a plug gauge with which to open the fuselage perfectly. So there's no incidents, and wing will fit with no sanding or fitting or shimming required. It just fits perfectly. And the same thing with the nacelles. You measure out on the dummy panel to where the inboard and outboard nacelles are going to be, and you can cut there, and you get an exact shape of the nacelle sides. So there's a lot of fixturing and templating that falls out of the actual construction of the airplane that I think the foam components, make a lot easier. So, and foam cutting is not that hard. It was hard. I couldn't do it. So,
I don't know about that.
it's not that hard. Drawing a hot wire over templates. I mean, basically, it's all it is.
When you apply that carbon with a glue, are you using a roller or a foam brush?
No, I just use a little acid brush. It's just lay it on, brush it out, and wipe. You can wipe it with your hand and smooth it out. It works great. You do a whole wing in about 15 minutes.
Huh. And is it
I overlap the center section. I do a double overlap, so I have a little extra strength at the center section.
What about, is it wrapped around the leading edge?
Yeah, I wrap it around and I let it dry, and then I take a straight edge and a knife and slice it, and I do the other side, And the nice thing about carbon is, it feathers so nicely. It's like fiberglass. It's unlike silkspan. Silkspan doesn't feather. If you do an overlap on a fuselage with silkspan, it's very difficult to get it. If you do that, you'll see the bump eventually. You got to get rid of that bump. You got to cut it right on the joint line. This with fiberglass or carbon, you can overlap as much as you want and just lightly sand it, and it just blends right in.
Yeah, when Frank Williams was selling that stuff, I wish I'd have bought more than 2 yards.
Well, I got 500 yards of it or something, and we split it up with a bunch of guys.
Can you still buy it today anywhere?
He can probably get the deal again. I got a bunch of guys together, and we consortium. We went in and each got 85 yards of it. So,
You ever do it again, say something on here, and a bunch of us will probably buy some too.
just call up Frank. Maybe he can give you. It didn't take long to get here. It only took about a week to get here, and it was as advertised. Really nice stuff.
Do you have to form a consortium first?
That took me about 10 minutes.
Perhaps
How much was it for the whole thing?
It was $800. You got a bunch of guys together. It's nothing. 100. We all threw in $100 a piece. Essentially.
Ever do it again? I'd like to get in on that.
The hardest part was measuring it out, rolling it and measuring. Getting it.
Oh yeah,
that was the hard part. Rick Campbell came down. Robbie and Rick and I did that one night. It's good stuff.
Does it
Well,
come?
Greg said,
Does it come on a roll?
Yeah, big.
Couldn't you just run the bandsaw through the roll and gave everybody like a 6 or 8 inch section of the roll?
Yeah, I don't think that would have worked. It was
for comedic effect. It might have.
It was a meter by 600 meters. I forgot. I mean, it was a huge roll. I mean, a big roll. It was heavy too, and it came out a big, heavy, like a 3/8 inch diameter wall, carbon tube, and it was rolled up. It had to be 10 to 12 inches in diameter.
So no one sells single person size quantities today anywhere, or
Not for a reasonable price. No. This stuff
less
worked
than
out to be
less
about, it used to cost like $6, $7 a yard. Now it's up to $28 a yard if you buy it from like aerospace or any of those other places that are domestic. This was from China. You buy it in bulk. It's pretty inexpensive.
Now, what you're using is a veil, correct?
Well, yeah, it's a mat. It's an indiscriminate weave mat.
Sparky's
You can
looks like
call it a veil.
he's
I think-
got actual woven cloth there, it looks like.
Yeah.
This is 50-inch wide by 6 yards, and it's 3K 5.7-ounce carbon fiber.
Yeah. This stuff was you can get it in 2/10 and 5/10 ounce.
This is to build a whole airplane out of.
Right. The different stuff.
Yeah. Super nice stuff.
Let me see if I can find a picture. While I was doing that, I took a lot of pictures while I was doing the double take.
You know what I can't figure out is Bob has pictures of everything, yet I don't think I've ever seen him with a camera in his hand.
Well, it's because I'm behind the picture.
I know.
Boom. Unless I'm taking a picture of a mirror, you're not going to see me with the camera in my hand.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Well, Craig he said thank you. And do you guys have any thoughts on .025 music wire lead outs? I've been reading that they tend to bend easy.
Oh yeah, they do.
I would just use braided steel, 21 thousandths for a big airplane, and that's just me,
The braid is much easier to work with. And as far as for flying lines, for the lines themselves, I mean, when we were kids, we flew 049s on Dacron line.
Yeah.
Seriously, it was kite string.
Yeah. Well, we flew.
So you really don't need to have something that's armor plated, it's
for
just some good fishing.
12 thousandths braided,
Yeah. Get you some good fishing line, some braided fishing line, and make up all you want. Then if you trip over the stuff or somebody steps on it, straighten it out and use it anyway. But if you get the steel cable like what you're talking about, if somebody bends it and you get a kink in it, you just lost 50% of the strength in that piece of wire. And you end up buying things like this so that you can straighten the stuff out and get the kinks out. You don't need to do that if you just use fishing line.
There you go.
Don't make it more difficult than it needs to be.
There's what it looks like, Steve, with the one coat on double overlapped at the center section. But this is before I put the second coat on the flaps.
Is this and do you sand it ever in this process, or?
Yeah, lightly sanded. I put after but lightly, like with 400, just lightly to break the fuzz. You don't need to sand it much.
You could use polyacrylic on it, couldn't you?
Probably. Yeah, I would think so. But the type bond it works so well, and it's cheap, and we have it.
That's quick and it's sandable.
Doesn't. And this is what I'm putting the double coat onto the flap. There's the thin type bond. Oh, it's like a chip brush using that,
Is there like a spar inlaid in there that you're gonna cut loose eventually for the flap?
Well, I cut out and frame it. I cut if you see the pen line on the just ahead of the second piece of carbon, that's where I'm going to cut the wing. And there'll be a 3/16 trailing edge on the wing and a 3/8 inch balsa leading edge on the flap.
And it'll just leave that bare? Unfinished.
Yeah, just bare. Oh, I put a coat of Z-epoxy on it lightly and wipe it off just so when you're out flying, you don't get any moisture in it. But again, these are quick test bed type airplanes. You know,
Right.
um, yeah. So here I am shaving the trailing edge on the wing down to.
Ah,
What kind of plane is that?
That's a Solingen razor plane. It's the best razor plane I've ever used, and you can't buy them anymore. You can sometimes find them on the internet, Solingen. But the key to the Solingen is the double edge razor blade, but is the Solingen blade itself is the key. They have something about those blades were better than any other blades.
I have a cool little one that I bought from a free flight guy. I think his name is Bruce Kimball. Have you ever seen those?
I've heard of them.
It I can show it to you if you want. It looks like somebody that would build guitars makes it. It's out of, I don't know if it's cherry or something, but
Yeah.
it's and it uses he was very specific and told me these few different, you buy single edge razor blades and then you remove the cap that's kind of bent around the back of them.
Uh-huh.
Now I've not used the one you're talking about, but I've only used, like the master air screw or whatever, and that thing's kind of a,
They're
I just
horrible.
assume chew it like a fingernail and I get a better
Yeah,
stuff than using them.
the nice thing about these Solingen blades, you get a pack of them, it'll last you for 100 years. I've had one on the plane maybe 4 or 5 years, and I got to still have a stack. I bought a whole couple of packages of them, big packages, and
Is
they just
that
don't
the
wear
same
out.
one, Sparky?
you can have this if you'd like.
Huh.
It's the worst thing I've ever used.
That Solingen is the best I've ever used by far.
This
That's
is a little giant razor razor blade planer. I hate it.
Huh. What kind of blades does it use?
Double edge razor blades.
Have you tried to blueprint it on the bottom, I'm presuming?
This was given to me by one of the subscribers,
Oh, okay.
and because I wanted one like Bob had, a Solingen, and I thought, well, we'll try this. But I like the master air screw myself.
Huh. I
I
guess
could never
whoever
get mine to work
uses,
well.
dude.
This shows the basswood spar inlet, and it also shows the full depth light fly spar that comes to the bottom of the cap spar slot on either side, and it goes out near past the nacelle mount in this case. That little hardwood piece in there is where the nacelle is going to mount right over that. I didn't want to mount that right on the soft foam, so I put a little hardwood piece, a balsa piece in there. But then outboard of that light ply spar, I also put a shear web even further out. Let's see if I can find a copy of that, a picture of that. Well, what I do, well, I'll show that we got time here. This is the tool I made up to do that. You make the templates go top and bottom over the spar slot, and then you punch through the wing with that piece of wire with a dowel on it, and you heat it up with a Bernzomatic torch and retract it back into the wing, and then go back and forth, and it cuts a slot in there for you. Let me see if I can find that now. There you go.
And what is that? What is that slot doing?
So put a shear web in, because you don't want the spars moving in opposition to each other. So you lock them down by gluing them to a shear web, not
Okay.
just to the foam, but to a shear web that goes all the way through the wing, vertical grain shear web. And here's a picture of complete the cycle. Needing the the torch, and then you retract it in down, and then you just go back and forth, and it cuts the slot.
And
And
you touch the end of that to make sure it's hot, right?
yeah, absolutely. And then you just
Make me big for a second, Sparky.
Yeah.
and then you fit the you put a shear web in there. You put it in, mark it, and then cut it, and then it ends
Here's
up
that.
looking kind of like this.
It's made out of wood.
There you go.
Pretty slick.
And there's your shear web.
So you don't have to have full length, full span shear webs.
No, I mean, you have the one at the root there, that big long one that's far. It glues to
Yeah.
that. It glues to the shear web, and it also glues into a little notch in the light ply tip piece I put on, little tip plate. It glues into that too, so it ain't going nowhere. Believe me, it's not going anywhere.
I'm a darn. That's pretty neat.
They're rigid.
How much was that, Steve?
Show us that again, Steve. I didn't see it.
40 something bucks or something, maybe.
Wow. Oh, I have one sort of like that.
I mean, it's finished perfect. I mean, it's got like a satin finish on it. It's like
That's nice.
piece of furniture. Well, of course, it's dead flat.
Yeah. That's nice.
How you spell Soligen?
Solingen.
I-N. Okay.
ING, Solingen. And they're just, I bought a bunch of them, and Robbie grabbed one from me, and Weirwich came in one day, and he left with one of them.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
Rich shows videos. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What are you using? Are you using tight bond to attach the carbon veil?
Yeah, I use a thin down tight bond. We water thin it, and you kind of thin it down to a consistency where you can brush it. It's really, I don't have an exact ratio, but it's probably like 4-to-1 water to glue, and it just brushes on and lays it right down. Now you got to be careful though, because it is water-based glue. So what I do after I'm all done, I put a coat of Z-epoxy, a brush coat of Z-epoxy on, lightly heat it because it's over foam, and get it very runny. And then I wipe every last bit of it off, and that seals it. So if you do get out in some rain or humid day or something, it's not going to attack the tight bond. Although when the tight bond dries, it generally is, little water won't bother it. But if you're out on a rainy day, it will. So if you seal it with a coat of Z-epoxy, just a real thin coat, brushed on, heated, and wiped off, it's almost no weight at all, and it protects the carbon. Works good. I know the feeling. I'm gonna have to jump off anyway. So figured I'd come on and thank Steve for sending my line wrapper back.
Oh, yeah, no,
All
thanks.
the extra strings. I don't know if you saw it or not, Steve, but this is that new Taylor 424 CE. This is the Urban Ash.
Nice.
Isn't that nice? It's a collector item. There's only 300 of them made. And it's got the black tuners on it and everything.
If anybody wants it, I gave you the contact info for that guy who makes that plane. It was $40 plus $5 shipping when I bought it.
And do you like it?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, look, send me a link to that when you get a chance. I'll buy one.
It's in the chat right now for everyone.
Okay. I collect tools, so
I just usually email him because when I contacted him, he said I have a few left from the last batch that I made. So I guess he makes them in batches, and it's down to if he's got them or not. I found him through Josh Finn. If you ever watch any of his free flight stuff on YouTube.
No.
I think Joe Gilbert was talking about him one time. He's got a little company called J&S Aerospace, that sells, a little web store that sells balsa, and he does a lot of those science Olympiad kits, I guess.
Okay.
But I saw him using that plane in one of his videos, and I sent him an email. Where'd you get that? And he told me.
Yeah. Don't give him a shot. Very good. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. Good to see you all.
Yeah, good to see you.
Good to see,
Right.
always good to see you, Bob.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
I wish you guys could make it up to the North Beach. It's going to be a nice contest, but I
Yeah, I
understand
wish I
that
could
as
too.
a whole.
Is that tomorrow?
No, that's next week.
Next week. Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's our contest next week.
Well, I'm going. We'll probably won't catch on Monday, so and Friday we're going to have a house full of guests. We're going to have Polsky and Campbell and Weiss and Kenny Armish are all coming here. Got a big camp out and go flying and do a little repair work on Campbell's airplane. The paint, we finally got the right trim paint, so we're gonna a little tiny area we got to fix. So it's going to be
How far are you from the where the contest is going to be?
about 40 minutes.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, in the morning it's nothing to get there. It's real easy down 78. No traffic at all in the morning.
I got to try to make that next year. I wanted to
Nice
make it
contest.
this year, but I really got to try to do it next year.
It's a nice contest, 2-day contest. We have classic on the first day and profile and one round of Pampa. And excuse me, 2 rounds of Pampa. We have 2 circles, and you do fly 1 flight on each circle. And then the second day, we have the second round is two flights, 1 on each circle. And then we also have old time stunt. So, and the interesting way we do it is the top score from each circle counts, whether it's both on one day, one on one circle one day, one on another circle on the other day. Whatever your 2 top scores are from those 2 circles over 2 days determines your final score. So you got to fly
Wow.
days or fly real good in both circles the first day, or the
Wow.
second. So you can actually theoretically show up only on one day and fly enough rounds to compete in the Pampa classes.
Good gracious.
Yeah, it's
And then
fun.
you mail them their prize money if they leave early then?
Yeah, we mail the prize money. Yeah, right.
Now, Steve's only you got to excuse him, Bob. Steve's only in this for the money and the women.
Yeah, well, like all of us. But this year, the trophies are going to be just packages of guitar strings because I got a pile of them. He said,
Oh Lord.
thank you. I'll never have to buy guitar strings again. Good night, guys.
Good
night.
deal. Good night,
Good night.
Bob.
I need to get going too. But Sparky, can I ask you one motorcycle question before I go?
Sure.
I told you that thing sat for 8 years. There's no oil in the oil tank.
Yeah,
Supposedly,
it's all in the sump.
is that so just cross my fingers and crank it the first time and or because there's no
No.
drain on it anywhere or anything.
Put a catch pan underneath it and start it. Let it run for a few seconds. It'll puke out, what's in the cases, and then return it to the tank. And keep an eye on the oil tank. You don't want to run it very long with no oil in it, but I'm sure it's sumped up.
So it will just make its way back up to the oil tank.
After it pukes out on the floor,
Where's it going to come out of the engine and onto the floor? Like
The
through the
breather?
breather?
yeah. What you need to do is bring that in your front room to try to
Yeah.
start it.
Yeah. This
Right
one,
on your white carpet.
On your white carpet.
Yeah, right.
this has got hollow bolts that mount the back plate for the air filter, and I think the breather is right through those 2 big hollow bolts out each cylinder.
No, it'll go out the bottom. That is a breather there, but it ain't gonna get up to the head. It'll go out the bottom.
Oh, okay.
It'll make a nice puke on the concrete.
Oh, great. All right. Well, it's down in the basement, so that's kind of why it's down there.
They
Steve?
have a part number for a pie tin that's more like a drain pan, a catch pan for your garage. It's about 4 foot long and 3 foot wide and half inch deep. You need to buy one of those pans to put under it.
Like for under your refrigerator almost.
Right, yeah, you need to put something under it when you try to start it. Like I say, don't run it long. And it should return back to the oil tank.
What year and all is this?
Pardon me?
What year, model and year is this?
It's a 2001 Sportster. Evo
Oh,
Sportster.
Lord.
It's fishing
2002.
equipment.
Yeah.
It's what?
Fishing equipment.
Oh, Lord.
It's a boat anchor.
Yeah.
It's a half a Harley.
Well, at least it's not an AMF Sparky. I had one of those at one time.
Oh, they're real bad.
Oh, you ain't kidding. I always thought the Japanese could make great copies of anything, but there's the AMF Harleys were
AMF stands for
absolutely.
American Machine and Foundry. That was a bowling ball manufacturer that
Yeah.
just got in business. That's all.
Yeah. Well, they never should have got into the motorcycle business because they were horrible at it.
Well, I'm going to tell you something right now. Harley Davidson is going to die probably this year. It's going to go away because of what they did. They offshored all their. Okay, they ended the Sportster line. There is no more Evo Sportster. They sold the tool and dialing to Taiwan. Taiwan is meant, and this is all over EPA shit. But Taiwan has been able to remanufacture or take those dies and manufacture that motorcycle to pass EPA in Taiwan. So Harley Davidson guys are a little bit pissed off.
More than that, it passes Euro 4. They're selling it in Italy.
Right. Yeah.
That's way more stringent than the EPA.
Right. And they came out with that the Volt or whatever it was, some kind of high live wire or
Live
something.
wire, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now it's its own brand because that Zeist guy from wherever the hell he's from,
Puma.
he woke the company and it's gone in the shitter. Stocks have taken a nosedive. I think they're like under $20 a share now. It won't be around much longer.
The guy that they brought in to lead them now, the one who came from Top Golf, he's known for being a CEO that comes in to get a company ready to be sold.
Yep.
Like that's his job. But I don't know who they'd sell. Gary, maybe you could buy them.
Yeah, both of them.
So if you're into speculation, you buy a lot of Harley stock now and sit on it. But that's a total crapshoot because they might go under.
Yeah. Yep.
They had when Willie G stepped down. I guess it was his daughter or something that took over the motor clothes and all that shit. Harley Davidson became a boutique. It's not a motorcycle shop anymore.
Yeah,
And
they
they got
said it's a
idiots back there. They're parts changers.
lifestyle brand that has motorcycles.
Yeah. They screwed over all the guys that kept them alive for 100 years, and it ain't setting well.
No. So, all right. Well, thank you. I got to run, guys. Good to see everybody.
Yeah.
See
Good to see you again, Steve. It's been a long time.
Tell Howard I said hi. I'm gonna have
Howard's
to.
iPhone's coming on.
Well, I might as well say hi to Howard. How's
Hi.
it going, Howard?
Okay.
Good to see you. I was just on my way out, but at least I got to see you and say hi. I got a new job at Boeing. Howard used to work for them, if I remember.
Well, I can't hear what you're saying because the reception went bad on my phone. But
Oh, I
I'm
said
sure it was wonderful.
I got a new job at Boeing. I know you said you used to work there.
Boy, huh?
Yeah, well, it's basically McDonnell Douglas. It's
Yeah. Doing what?
It's just supply chain stuff. So supplier program manager.
Oh, yeah.
Floor sweeper.
Babysitting. I always forget. Full size. What is it called? It's a new acronym I'm supposed to be learning about here.
Oh,
Full size determinate assembly.
wow.
Basically, a way they've come up with to make parts without second and third operations or something.
Oh, okay. Groovy.
Yeah.
Fred Cronenwet works there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of
Yeah, I
your-
think he does probably what I used to do there. as I recall.
Which was specifically what? What were you
Structural design.
Which projects?
F4 for me.
Okay.
Oh, the flying brick.
Yeah.
That was such a cool airplane.
Engine failure at 10,000 feet. Bail out.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh.
Tell you what, there's one in the Smithsonian that flew into a mountain and got the guy home. Got dirt in every one of the holes underneath it, but it got the guy home. And the gear came down.
You ought to hear them.
And the gear came down.
You ought to hear them hit the flight deck. Controlled crash. Terrible.
Huh.
Well, that's any Navy landing, a controlled crash.
14 just sit right on down.
Huh.
Well, a 14, yeah, that one might be an exception. But I watched the FA-18s land, and they just slammed into the deck. Man.
Is that like 800 foot a minute or something they come down?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they come in to land and they turn on, they get it close. You think the guy's landing the airplane, but they get close and they turn on the computer.
It's ACL, automatic carrier landing.
Yeah. The thing lands the airplanes so close to the same spot every time that now the carrier deck has a section at the back 1 foot by 3 feet that can be unbolted, dropped off the back of the carrier, and put a new one in place. It hits the same place every time and wears that piece of the deck out when that hook hits it. Now you tell me, I don't get it, but that's something else. To land that many airplanes, that precision within 4 inches of the same spot, that hook hitting, man, I mean, that's wild.
Sounds cool. All right. Good to see everybody. Maybe I'll see you next week for a little bit.
Stay out of trouble, Steve. We'll see you next week, I hope.
Yeah. Adios.
Osmosis. Mr. Lonky, you're working on a different airplane this week.
Well, I unboxed my Aurora from the shipping box and put it in the carry box. And then I fixed Sam's Erratics 3D plane. Now I'm changing out a servo on the flaps of my Corsair, which I'm just about got it. Just got to put it back together. And then I have one more repair to do on another RC plane that Sam met terra firma with. Kid's hard on planes, man. The RC stuff.
It happens.
You guys still there, or did I freeze up?
Yeah, no, you're here.
I'll
Well,
tell you
Gary,
what, I
I'm going to
remember
turn it over to you and end the show on YouTube.
Okay.
So everybody watching on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you want to become part of this, you need to be a member of Stunt Hangar, and you go there and use your real first and last name. Of course, I'm not going to hose you like they do you on Facebook, like they did me. But I'll approve you, and then you come in on Mondays and Fridays at 7 o'clock Central and join these programs by finding the link at the bench. So let me see here. I will be on tomorrow. My videos. Gonna have to go here. Come on. And this thing is so slow. I'll be posting a new Sunflower Video magazine probably tomorrow. I got it loaded up. All right. Here. So fair winds, tight lines. See ya. Thanks for the super chat, and thanks to all the participants in the chat. See ya. All right, we went 1 hour, 59 minutes, 40 seconds. We missed by 20.